Mute myself first. Tap. Okay.
Eh,
Oh, damn scarf. Okay. I think everything is okay. Is in order. I think lah. Hey, anyway, how are you?
I'm okay.
Huh?
Yeah, I've been like surprised too today because usually I have like a bunch of meetings like quite recently,
Mm.
especially between Tuesday and Friday. But today they actually don't have anything in
Oh.
place. Like we have admin tasks and all, but the meetings were like moved to Thursday and Friday. So I'm like, oh, is it too? I was actually thinking earlier if it's too late to do anything about the podcast today because it was like short notice.
Yeah,
And
it
then
is.
you
It is. It
message,
is.
bruh.
Yeah, because I thought, yeah, hi Pew. Yeah, I thought like we're gonna do like I mean, usually we try to do like once, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, maybe if not, then in a few weeks. So I think it's good lah. We can try to do every maybe Wednesday or Thursday, depending on our schedule. Yeah,
Mm.
and I'm glad you're okay. Well, that day I know like your internet is down.
Thank you. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh my god, that's a disaster. Last week I had a very interesting exchange of
Eh,
conversation
how come
with
how
the
come
IC.
Yeah, with the
No,
IPS, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
because at first they were like, oh just restart your modem and you can get the free boost on your speed, which they did. Because we used to have like, I mean, the internet in the Philippines, if you have stable enough, it's okay already. But most of the time, it's not good. So we in our area, we're usually getting up to they said it's 50, but usually it's just around 50 to 30 Mbps. And they said if they did the free boost, you can get up to 100. So I did that, but
Mm.
the upload speed, which is a different thing, where you can use for streaming, uploading pictures, and sending out basically from 5 to 10 Mbps, it was gone, like zero.
Zero. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So they increase your speed for downloading, but the upload, bruh,
Oh
there's
no,
nothing.
bruh. And oh my god, I think that's really bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, and they did the
Yeah.
maintenance around Tuesday. So
Tuesday.
I still have internet, but when I woke up, it's gone. And they said, oh, we're
Mm-mm-mm.
doing a maintenance, so it should be fixed by a certain time, like 6 in the evening. And after that, there's still nothing, as in totally no internet until like
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Thursday, I think.
Oh my
So
god.
I
I think
had
that's a lot.
an issue with them a lot. Like, yeah, I didn't. I had nothing to do because I can't work. I can't do streaming.
Oh yeah, and you
I
can't even
really,
work because
yeah, I
yeah.
really after them.
Oh my god. So do you take the chance to like take the time off like for a bit or something?
I did. I had the stress cleaning at that time. I cleaned my room.
Oh, I think that's really good.
Like anything nitty gritty. I had
Yeah.
like my planner that is not digital.
Yeah.
I get to write stuff and was like, oh, this is old school.
But
So
I
old
think
school.
this is something that we can talk about one of the time, because I feel like it's not as easy to go offline now. Like maybe a few years back, people will still they have this whole detox, internet detox kind of thing. But the thing is
Yeah.
like right now, like our life is so embedded with like the internet, even like ordering food, buying stuff, even looking for searching for information, like a lot of things like that. um, we are so reliant. And there is an art exhibition that I've seen that they actually talked about how like the mobile phone is kind of like a part of our human body in a sense. It is like as if it serves its purpose as like an organ, and it's an
Yes.
organ that we rely almost every single waking moment. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for
But
letting me know of the reward.
oh, the funny thing about that is because
Yeah.
uh, I have my mobile phone which still has data plan, so I had
Yeah.
to reach out to their customer service via chat, and it's still internet. But I didn't get the resolution that I wanted. So I asked them, you don't even have a regular hotline? Because I tried calling that the first time, it did not work. And then, but maybe because it's at night, so I called during the day and it got, I mean, the thing was resolved. I get to talk to someone that send out the people here to fix the connection, which is nice. So imagine if you don't have those old school stuff that to resolve things like calling people, getting them to go here
Yeah,
and
yeah,
fix
yeah, yeah,
stuff,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Correct, correct. Yes, yes. Like there is no like a lot of these things are not, I don't know, around anymore, or rather like because we are in like a different age. Yeah. Yes,
Yeah, well,
Chili customer service experience.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, but I'm glad your internet is back, man.
Yes, oh my god. I realized another thing because, like, when the internet was gone, I feel like there's a lot that I can't do. I can't move around physically. I feel like I was disabled at some of the tasks that I was doing, which made me realize that the task that I'm doing is so heavily reliant to internet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Agree, agree. And I think like both internet and computer in general, like is
Yeah.
I don't know, it's quite we are very, very reliant on all these things now.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
well,
Okay. Anyway, without further ado, I guess we can start. We can start. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Yeah. Then 3, 2, 1. Next, I press record. Okay.
okay.
Ready? Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay. Three,
Yeah, it's been a
two-
while.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Record. So this is another episode of Right Off React, and today we still have Chili here with us today, and we are going to cover a very interesting episode, Chili. So maybe for starters, right? What are your thoughts on another person's partner?
I usually keep it to myself if I'm the friend.
Keep it to
'Cause,
yourself.
Yeah, because I tend to gauge, no matter how close you are, that's their significant other
Yes,
that
yes,
they
yes.
consider to spend their time on. So as much as possible, you want to at least make them a character development in your life too. Maybe they're not that bad, like giving them a benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about your friend when they're opening up about their partner.
Yes, correct.
So there's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because I decided to change it up a bit with this kind of opener, because it kind of would tease what kind of topic that we're going to talk about very shortly, and it is part of Am I the Asshole? So I kind of missed that. And looking at the title, would you like to read it? Because since the OP is a female.
Oh.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that the OP was a female.
Yeah,
I was
I
trying
didn't
to
notice.
guess actually.
Yeah, I was like, okay, if it's male, right, then I would be reading this. If it's female, right, why not we get Chili to read this?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Alright,
Your time.
let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. I, 22 female, have been friends with Danny, 22 male, since high school, and he recently moved in with his current girlfriend, Lucy, 22 female. They had the housewarming party on Friday, and Lucy spent most of the night dancing with her own friends, who are very like her, excitable, extroverted, e.g., and dragging Danny away from his conversation with us, his friends, to dance even though he's more like us, introverted, not party animals.
Okay.
Later, Danny was being quiet, so I asked if he was okay, and he said just tired, that he just kept watching Lucy dancing, and then said something in her ear the next time she came over, and she just shook her head and laughed at him.
Oh.
After she went back to her friends, I asked if it was bothering him, how she was behaving, and he asked me to explain. I mentioned the attention seeking dancing and the fact she was wearing something really revealing, even though other guys were at this party. Danny said it didn't bother him, then sat with a moody face.
Oh no. Oh dear.
At, at the end of the night, Lucy sat down with us and started chatting nonstop about how amazing the party had been. I pointed out jokingly Danny obviously wasn't enjoying himself since he looked miserable, and Danny told her I was worried he was jealous because of her outfit. Lucy ruffled his hair, which he hates, and he is quiet because he loved her outfit so much he couldn't wait for us all to leave so he could drag her to bed.
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear,
I thought
Lucy.
I
Okay.
thought that was completely inappropriate and said to Danny in that case, I'll leave. She was going to be disgusting, and Lucy just laughed at me, so I did leave. Today, Danny has messaged me saying Lucy wants an apology before I'm allowed back at their home. But when I asked if Lucy will apologize for making me uncomfortable, he said, no, she doesn't have anything to be sorry about. I was genuinely only worried about my friend, but admit I could have just left without calling her disgusting. So am I the asshole? Okay,
Okay.
should I read the ETA here?
Yeah.
Okay, to clarify, I didn't say the comment about her clothes directly to Lucy. I asked Danny once, then never mentioned it again. I asked him if because I know in the past he said anything over sexual makes him uncomfortable. He's not the kind of guy who makes innuendos or anything. Also, I'm in no way jealous of Lucy. She's the opposite of what I wanted to be, which is fine. People can be who they want. And Danny and I already tried dating years ago, but the spark wasn't there and it was uncomfortable after we tried being intimate. And we both agreed we were better as completely platonic friends. That is kind of soft, dude. At the
Oh
end.
my god. Oh my god. This is a lot. This is a lot. Okay, I think going back to the start, right? Okay, party. I think Lucy may be a bit insensitive, but then again, benefit of doubt given to the influences of alcohol or other substances, because they might be, um, they might be excited or riled up from all this, and
Yeah.
I think Lucy, putting ourselves into the shoes of Lucy's first, she definitely want to be having a good time with Danny, which is why like she's constantly pulling Danny away from his group. Yeah, and I think uh, the it was tough when the OP addressed, pun intended, the issue that she was wearing something revealing. Yeah.
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 I mean, if I would look at it her way,
Yeah.
yeah, probably if I'm an introvert, I'd be uncomfortable on that. But
Yeah.
I would attend because it's my friend's housewarming party.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you ask the host of the party if they're okay, you should believe that they're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think she
It's not
shouldn't.
about you.
Yeah.
If you think that they're uncomfortable,
Yeah.
you're at their house, dude.
Yeah.
So I think she made it really big deal when about the joke in
Yeah.
the end,
Yeah.
because it could be they're teasing each other like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I can't wait to have you in bed and
Yeah.
everyone is not around. It's like that. But since you were like not used to that type of probably teasing or
Yeah,
half
correct.
joking, then you would be uncomfortable about it. And he made it so about herself, like, okay, if you want me to leave, then leave. So I am on Lucy on that part because I would also laugh at you if you actually made it about you.
Yeah, I think it's very uh she took it personally. Definitely she took
Yeah.
it personally. And okay, before we move on, right, what would you do, right, if you have noticed your friend's partner is wearing something really revealing?
I mean, I guess it's okay for her to ask the friend, though. I mean, if you know your friend, I mean, oh, I mean, obviously she's feeling herself. I mean, Lucy
Mm-mm-mm.
is definitely enjoying
Yeah,
this
she's
party,
feeling it. Yeah.
and yeah, and her dragging Danny away from them is not exactly like trying to. You know they're your friends, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And your friends, you want to have your significant other meet your friends too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so I
yeah.
think that's the situation here. Like, she's not trying to set you apart. She just wants to have the party on both sides. Like, she wants Danny to mingle with her friends, and that's why she joined Danny's friends too in the latter part, right?
Yeah,
But
understand.
she took it differently. Yeah. So I'm sorry to say.
I
I'm
think
probably
I think
not
they,
sorry. She is the asshole here.
yeah, I think she took it a bit too hard because
Yeah.
um I think that on a quite a personal note to share, me and our friends, there was this time we went to USS Drunk. The ones who are listening will definitely know who we are talking about. So there's this girl. She always wore quite a low tank top. Uh,
Oh.
and that day she I mean, all of us have alcohol, and so we were queuing for like the haunted house and all, and she just have her like hands like on the railing, like leaning down. And I can see one of my friends. He was, I think he was really drunk already. He was just
Uh-huh.
looking with his mouth half open. Oh my god. And I have to like push him because the boyfriend is there. The boyfriend is beside her. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. Oh.
And my friend was looking with such intensity, right? He have his hand on
Mm.
his elbow, and then like he's giving like the thinker, the thinker face. And
Yeah, I
I
can
have to
picture that.
push his yeah, I have to push his elbow out of his knee. I'm sorry. But I don't know. I think the boyfriend realized. Shout out to Mr. D. But, yeah, but anyway. Oh, but the boyfriend is not Danny. I just want to say. Yeah, but it
Yeah.
was quite I think it isn't awkward until people make it awkward. Like if someone address it or if someone like stares at it for like a oddly prolonged period of time.
Yeah. You know, there sometimes it's also
Yeah.
in the place. Like I think if she has a problem about the clothing, you should address it to the person. But of course, I would understand. There is like this. If she. Because some people can do it, right?
Yeah,
They can
yeah.
tell you right away, oh my god, I like your clothes, are you comfortable with that? They can easily say it like that, but there are people who consider how close you are before they tell things, so they ask the other friend, that their mutual friend first, to do it for them, which is understandable. In this situation, they were invited at home. You're supposed to at least mingle not just with your friend, but their significant other, because it's a housewarming party. And I think you being there is like honoring that moment. You're celebrating
Yeah.
that moment with
Yeah.
them, and I think it's a nice way if you're like you suddenly say like, you did just differently. It's nice, right? I mean, you can start with the compliment, or if you don't feel like it, she did ask Danny about it. She should have been okay at the end.
And
'Cause,
I,
yeah.
I I also find it right. Just bring us a bit, towards the end, right? Because she and Danny tried being intimate before. So like
Yeah.
I feel personally, I feel like the when she wrote like the ETA, he mentioned about how she, in her opinion, Danny isn't a person that says sexual stuff or rather like he might not be a very, I don't know, sexually driven, or maybe not very, like out in your face kind of guy. And I feel she's basing off her impression of Danny that she knew when they were intimate together. And perhaps maybe she find herself unable to like accept this version of him right now, with Lucy dancing so happily and Lucy wearing something skimpy.
Yeah.
And might be her esteem issues that made her kind of act out, and she might also put Lucy down just to make herself feel better, like, oh, this girl is disgusting, like I'm,
I
like,
agree.
yeah.
She's giving me this girl best friend attitude.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
the
yeah,
girl
yeah,
best friend
yeah, 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 yeah,
situations,
yeah,
right?
yeah, correct.
Like they can
Yeah.
easily tell you, I have known him longer than you. Oh my god,
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
Even if it's true, you don't tell that to the girlfriend.
Yeah. It's I feel it's not necessary as well. And that girlfriend is the one that who would be seeing all sides of him during their relationship. And unless it's usually like, like what you say, unless it's something that could be threatening to the partner, or like something that isn't healthy that's going on, like you realize that someone is cheating or whatsoever. But then again, that would be also another thing to discuss instead.
Yeah.
But regardless to this, like I feel like the fact that they both had something less platonic before might cloud her judgment, or cloud how she sees it, because I feel she might take it personally to some extent. Like, Danny isn't happy with me, we tried, but he's happy with this girl whom I feel is lesser than me. Yeah, whom I feel is disgusting. And I feel like
Yeah.
it might not be a very healthy angle to look at things, because it could be done, like you said, as a joke. And the reason why I believe she said it is because it's their place. It's not like they were at a hotel, or they are at some like club, then she says
Yeah.
that. It's at their own home. So like
That
she just
is true.
jokingly like, after you guys leave, we are gonna yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna do the deed.
Yeah, and it should be their safe space. I feel it should be their safe space to perhaps say something like this, because at the end of the day, they are the
Yeah.
hosts. And even
That is true.
if it's inappropriate, I feel she shouldn't address it publicly, even if she thinks it's inappropriate. Yeah, I feel she shouldn't take it publicly, because because she said like, end of the night, Lucy sat with us, and I feel they were perhaps in like a group setting,
Yes.
and she called her disgusting in front of people. I
Yeah.
don't think it's a very good thing.
I mean, they were like comfortable
Yeah.
being with friends, and
Yeah.
I think joking like that is like you're comfortable sharing a joke with your friends
Yeah.
on that level,
Yeah.
which is quite a compliment to the friends, because you trust them enough to get your joke.
Yeah, and I feel it's not very graphic or descriptive,
Yes.
right? There isn't something TMI.
Mm,
Yeah,
yes.
and it's just getting dragged to bed. They could be playing Genshin on bed. They could be, right? Actually,
Yeah, right.
just to share, this is not sponsored by Hoyoverse, but they could be playing Genshin on bed, because there is co-op function. Yeah,
they,
They
they
could be.
could they could be unlocking each other's constellations on that.
yeah, they might be doing some domains together, right? Yeah. Right. So yeah, I think it's you're right. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you that but anyway, OOP is voted the asshole in this.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it'll be my turn to read, to be fair. Okay, so
Okay.
update updates on 10 days ago, right? A week later. Okay, I completely accept that I was an asshole. I didn't know if anyone wants an update since I seem to be on like Reddit's villain of the week. Before I continue with the update, I would just like to clarify, someone DM'd me saying Danny posted an update that Lucy cheated on him. Oh no! Oh no! I don't even know if Danny even has a Reddit, and while I haven't been able to find the post myself, I can confirm that it's not true. Someone's lying to cause further issues. Oh, not bad. I mean, she actually did some investigating instead of using this to instigate something more. Anyway,
I think people are testing her
yeah,
to,
people are
you know,
like stirring the
provoke
pot.
her.
Yeah, remote stirring. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
anyway, I texted Danny and asked if I could sit down with him and Lucy to talk. They agreed, and we met for coffee. I emphatically apologized to Lucy and then Danny. Okay, good. We spoke in detail about how in the past Danny has been similar to me in his attitude towards sex/PDA. Yes! Not just our awkward high school fling, but every relationship has been since! Oh my god! Danny! Yeah, and how he used to be insecure when his ex-girlfriends did anything that made him jealous. Over the years, I've become really protective of him because he got hurt a lot, okay? I mean, fair because, you know, they have been...
Now it kind of looks like she means well.
Yeah, she means well. Even though she may be an asshole. Okay.
Yeah.
Danny explained that Lucy has brought him out of his shell and he's much more outgoing now, you see? The opposite of how our friends group has kind of been. And but his social battery does die a lot quicker than hers, which is understanding of, well, I haven't seen much of Danny since he and Lucy began dating in March last year. Not because of Lucy, but we've all been busy with college and jobs. We still text all the time, and he's the same as always in that regard. So their party was my first look at new Danny, and I think I obviously didn't cope well. Oh, knew it, with the change since I haven't been around to see. It happened gradually, so to me it seems sudden. I was worried.
Exactly.
Yeah. Danny was unhappy because not long ago he would have been miserable and jealous at a party like that. And in this kind of relationship, I think throughout the night I convinced myself Lucy was hurting him and wound myself up in the self-righteousness. So by the end of the night, when Lucy made a comment, I thought she was trying to antagonize me, and I wrongfully snapped. To cut a story short, me and Danny are fine. Danny and Lucy are fine. Me and Lucy are going to hang out to get to know each other better. She does seem really nice, and I feel horrible for ending a party on such a bad note. Okay, here is it. I know a lot of you naughty pandas came out with your own narrative that I'm secretly in love with Danny, but I'm really not. I've never been in love with him. People can be protective of their friends and love someone platonically.
I mean, to be fair, they tried dating, so you can't exactly hush the situation when people try to, you know, assume things.
and they tried being intimate, you see. So
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe they tried being intimate, but they couldn't even get through it, like, you know, like get the whole thing done or stuff. I'm not sure. And I think it's also because of, like what we have mentioned before, like because the Danny seemed really different from the one that he knew, and especially the one that he was intimate with, and the one he sees him being through different relationship. So she kind of have this narrative, but I really like this character development arc from her, because I liked how she actually asked both of them out and apologize, and I love how like she and Lucy is gonna hang out. Let's hope Lucy will make her wear revealing clothes so she can understand how it feels.
Yeah, maybe Lucy can. They can do shopping
Lucy
together.
will bring her wild side out. Way to go, Lucy.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to show your assets there.
Yeah. Lucy will bring her out of the shell, man. She's gonna turn her from a Hu Tao to a Ting Yuan.
Oh my god.
Okay, inside
Yes.
jokes. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I relate to Danny at some point because I know most people are introverted and extroverted depends on the environment.
Yes.
They were like,
I agree.
yeah, you're not exactly born extroverted, introverted, right? But there are some situations you are. And I don't like going to parties before. I only cope because the way I started it is like you bring someone extroverted than you if your social battery is in easily depleted like he was.
Mm.
So he lets Lucy uh do the extroverted stuff,
Yes.
and he's just there socializing quietly.
Mm.
But he's still exhausted at the beginning, and I think he adjusted because of
Yeah.
his girlfriend.
Correct.
So that can be a learning point, you
Yes.
know,
I
how
mean-
to socialize more, bring someone more sociable than you are.
Yeah, to him, and also like I feel to people around him also, because I wouldn't be surprised, right? Some of Danny's friend might feel he's different. I mean,
Yeah.
because she mentioned about how she's dragging Danny away from his conversations. So I think they are going to get used to, I think, this side, fun Danny or sexy Danny. I'm not sure. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be good because to be honest, right? As funny as it seems, I am the worst in parties. I'm not sure about you, Chili, but I do the worst in parties. I can barely talk. I cannot really. I don't really have the best hearing, so I can hear worse, and I'm not good at lip reading. And
Oh.
and I feel like I'm just super awkward. Like I'm always at my old if you look at my awkwardness chart, right, the lowest point are mostly at parties. Either at parties or swimming pools. Yeah, so I can kind of also empathize with how like introverts are not as likely to find that enjoyable, like dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
So how do you feel you fare at parties?
And I can say it's not bad.
Not bad.
I mean, I usually go with friends. So if I don't have anyone there, I would look for someone if they're there.
and stick to them.
And not exactly.
Like your life
If they
depends.
have like plus ones, I try to interact.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah, I've attended one time a party that I don't know anyone.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
dear. Why would we even
I
go?
go back thing.
Oh no.
No, that's an opportunity to to meet new people.
Oh, I don't know, man. That's why I never. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not that kind of person. People might not
Actually, it
believe
is
it,
awkward.
but it is super awkward.
You have you have to know, like, it's like going to another place, and if you don't know where to go, you just ask the first person you see.
Yeah, it's like joining a new Discord server and no one there.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do
you
it.
just
I'm not
sometimes-
gonna. Okay.
No, it's not bad. I mean,
It's not bad, okay.
So I actually okay. For example,
Yeah.
right. So I
Example.
just have okay. I just stopped dating someone last year, and I went to Hoyo Fest with no one.
Oh yeah, then you met the guy that brought you into Holy
Yes.
Fest. Oh yeah. That,
And then I met the person, and I was like, I don't have a reservation, and I asked the guard, like, can we actually walk in? Because there's not many people, and they said, oh yeah, you can, but you have to wait for the ones that have the reservation at this time, and then we
Yeah,
can let
yeah.
you in for eating. But I don't know if you can buy merch. And then this guy in my back, I didn't know he was listening. It was like he kind of tapped me after I talked to the guard, and then or the organizer there, and he said like, you know what? I actually made a reservation for two, but my sister can't come. Do you want to be my plus one?
Wow, do you want to be my sister? That's really nice. I mean, really, that's really nice of him.
Yeah. So
yeah.
so he said he come up to the person, and of course the organizer already said that already know that I am not his sister. Okay, so he just said I actually made two reservations. Can I just have her? And then they allowed us to go in.
Oh, that's really nice.
And
That's
actually,
really, really nice.
yeah. So I don't know the person. I just met him there,
Yeah.
and that's the first and last time I saw him. We exchanged contacts
Oh,
after
that's
that.
really
'Cause,
sweet. That's really sweet because, I mean, I used to travel alone, so I was a lot more extroverted. Even though when I'm travel alone, I'm really bad at parties. I am. I think my forte is to start up event, get people together, but I am not the best at like joining in parties and stuff. Like I can get people hyped up and start getting together, but when they are already like hyped out, then I think that's when my battery die.
Mm-mm.
And also, since I'm talking to address Penguin, swimming pools, when you're in the pool or outside all the time, when I'm inside the pool I don't want to get out because I'm very concerned about my body image. So I don't want people to see.
Oh.
And when I get out, I don't know. I think it's the worst when you are cold and naked and awkward at the same time. Not sure. Okay, moving forward, right? I think we cover quite a fair bit, and like what Chidi said, I do believe, getting to know people have their perks, even though we never know like who we meet, right? But
Yeah.
which is also why like it makes it really exciting when you met someone on a good note. It's like you gacha, right? It's like a gacha game.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
And you get like at least a 4-star character that is useful, not some 3-star like cones that you can't even use in Star Rail. Yeah, like it's not too bad. Like you don't meet photo friends that you don't even use. Like you met 4-star characters, which I feel 4-star characters are good enough, and
Yes. And
it's I guess it's pretty nice, and I think the whole story also wrapped up pretty well. And before we closed off this episode, right, since we are hitting like the 30-minute marks, Julie, do you have any takeaway, any add-on, something to add?
oh, I like their character development here. This story,
I love it. I love it.
the poster actually reflected to their own actions and made it better.
Mm,
Yeah, it's not like a closed off attitude.
yeah, and I feel it can be a very nice like a short story kind of film that really reflects on how like sometimes when we are very into narrative, right, into our own narrative
Yeah.
that we structure, we could we could unknowingly create something out of nothing, and because of our beliefs we just we kept feeding our beliefs. That's where like he kept constructing this Danny that she thought she knew. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess this is it, and we will take a short break before we head on to the next episode. So
Yeah.
bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya. Wow, done with one. Okay, Aboy will
Oh,
send you
that's
the.
amazing.
I think this episode you picked a really good one. You picked a really good one, because I think it's something that not much people. This is something that people would face, but it's really tricky to address. Yeah. Why this one is so okay? Our boy mentioned this one is so different from previous. Why do you feel this one is so different? Yeah, and I think like this is a good part of relationship that I don't know, it's not like too drama, but then again, like it's still somewhat relatable.
Yeah, I feel like there is a sense of satisfaction in the end because
Yeah,
all parties is kind of happy.
yeah,
Or not kinda, they are happy
They
in
are
a sense.
happy.
Even the poster is happy. She
Yeah.
felt frustrated at the beginning, probably conflicted and cannot see the truth because she's so consumed of this idea of him.
yeah,
And then people on the internet made him, yeah, you were the asshole, you should
Yeah.
better make it. And some tried to instigate her to do something out of the ordinary, like
yeah.
telling her
That's really mean,
Danny,
though. I mean that part.
you know. But I
Yeah.
like how they come up together. Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope like the internet can don't be so hard on Lucy, because I feel partly like she was also being vulnerable by sharing her personal story
Yeah.
out on such a platform, because um, this platform is the scary thing about, you know, like places like Reddit and stuff, is like no one has a picture and all, so you can be very easily like targeted, and people can write certain unkind things towards you,
Yeah.
and they can't get away from it. But the thing is, like, to that person, it may be just a moment of like fun or thrill to write something not nice, but to a certain person, they might, you know, if they are going through a bad day or bad time, or like she's already feeling bad from this, yeah, it will make her feel worse. So I actually like you know, the editor's note, right? A reminder to not comment or DM, you'll be banned from the sub. Like I like how like the moderators of the MIDSO actually stepped in to
Yes.
to help. I mean, I feel that it really deals, it makes the people who shares the story feel safe to share, to know that like
Yes.
whoever, you know, was trying anything funny would be banned straight. And I think it makes a lot of sense also. Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite scary when you try to share. Although it's like announcing to the world what is happening, right?
Yeah.
And then they DM you about it. You feel 1,000 times scared.
Yes, and I feel
And,
it's so like, you feel so confronted, you know, because you just shared this
Yeah.
thing, and now this person, right, you don't even know the face, you don't even know their name, you don't even know where they're from, comes up with you with this personal information you just gave out, and they can, you know, say certain things towards you. Yeah. Yeah. So it's well, it's bad. But then again, I think it's a really nice arc to finish off, even though like the people on Reddit is still, I mean, they were commenting like the not so nice stuff, but I'm glad we and the people on chat sees the positivity in this, like how like everyone have like a resolution, and yeah, we're all happy. Yeah.
This is when you actually appreciate internet
Yeah.
because they make you reflect on nice things.
Mm.
But it can go the other way actually. Good thing
Yeah, it
she
could.
went this way.
Yeah. I think insanely good that she went this way. She could have not feel that she's wrong.
Yeah.
Like she could have been so sure that like she could have like villainify Lucy and be so sure like she's out to get her, and say things to Danny like, I'm very sure Lucy don't like me. I knew it, like the way she looked at me, you know, that kind of stuff. And she can put Danny in a bad position also, in a tough position, sorry, like having to pick Lucy or her.
Yes.
Yeah. And it could have went really bad, like had she not reflected, or had she not feel that she's in wrong.
Yeah.
It-
I feel like
Yeah.
her comments at the beginning
Mm.
is very subjective. Like Danny looks like this. You don't know that.
Mm.
You know, you're just assuming they look tired.
Yeah.
Maybe
correct.
they're adjusting on how energetically Lucy is, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Mm.
Anyway.
Understand. Yeah. this one is a good one. I think usually goes bad around that age, but she was aware and mature enough to learn and grow from it. Yeah, I think so too. Like,
Yes.
I think it's really nice of her to share and talk about her thoughts, her problems, and um and like from there she really did like act on it. Like she thought about it, and yeah. And I think the fact that she feels horrible make me feel sorry for her also, because she might not be going through a good time that pushed her to make such a comment, like to
Yeah.
say something, because on one end it doesn't make Lucy look good, but on the other hand, like her being the person who say it isn't, it takes a lot to, like it takes like an amount of like lack of a better word, like anger or negativity for her to say something like this in a group, in a group
Yeah.
setting, and addressing that description towards like the host of the housewarming party. Yeah. Mm. So it well, I guess it all went well, even though we'll never talk about them ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
But I like this. You really picked a really good episode. You really picked a good one, because I was
Yeah.
shortlisting to Chile quite a few stories, and she picked this one. Oh, I think, yeah, very good. Things happen.
Yeah, wait, I wanna address what Penguin said. I think it usually goes bad around that age.
Yeah.
But she was aware and mature enough to learn and grow from it. Do you know the thing about being 22? I mean, Taylor Swift have that song.
Yeah, maybe you wanna
Yeah,
sing.
yeah,
Yeah.
Everything will be alright.
Yeah.
And the reason why they said that is when they said when you're in 22, you're in the age of 22, all of a sudden you find yourself starting all over again, and without a do-over chance. So you feel like you go big or go home
Mm.
attitude.
Mm.
That's in where the 22 years old starts at. And I feel like I did felt that before. Like everything is like every opportunity you take it. And I don't know, did you go on that path? Like, at least for me, I did. I feel like everything that was presented to me, I participated. And then I look at it now, I didn't know I had that energy to do those things.
Yeah, I know,
at
right?
that
I know,
age.
right? Yeah, especially like going to club, right? Until morning, right? Then we take the first bus
Yeah.
home. Oh yeah, by the way, Chili, before we move on, right? Can you please look at the DM and don't read it? I think this is very quite interesting. You see the
Oh,
title.
wait.
You see the title. You see the title. So either we do this, right, or
Oh wait, what is this? Oh my god. Oh, I think we can do this instead
this
of
one,
the
right?
other
Yeah.
one.
Oh my god, it's ongoing though. So I think I think we can potentially do an update. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think this might get our people more riled up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking, because I found the best place to look at, right, as the best of updates. And,
Okay.
yeah.
I was going to read this. You?
Okay. Who is going to read this? I haven't seen the gender of the OP.
I can. Wait,
I
wait.
think it's a guy. It's SJ
It's a
dude.
guy.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is a
okay,
guy.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
like
you.
to.
I'll read the updates later. But
Okay. I used to have a childhood nemesis.
Oh my god, so
Uh,
relatable.
I have a childhood nemesis in primary school. She used to bully me.
Okay.
She hide my homework. Stupid girl. Kanina beat her.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah. And then I didn't want to go to school. Then I cry. I cry. It was I guess tough times, but then again, they say hate sex is good, right? Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, I heard that before.
Okay, okay.
I don't know.
But speaking of that, a bit NSFW, but back then, like when I was in not a very healthy relationship, right? That's what me and my partner used to cope when we quarrel or when we fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's because you have so much passion and anger
Yeah.
boiled into one,
Yeah.
and you can just inflict it to the other.
Yeah. Like animals, like. Oh my god! I'm liking this. Like I don't know. I think we really have a really good like session. And anyway, since we are on this, right, I would like to share like we actually have like a Write Off collab playlist that I did, but I think maybe we can actually make one, right, that covers like hours, like Write Off React most of this, because I that day I was actually just going through, right, I realized like Chili and I really came a long way, really a long way, since April 22nd was our first, so we actually passed our podcast nursery.
Aww.
Yeah, we did. Like,
Yay.
yeah, April we did, right? And then after that, following
Yeah, I
on
did.
May we cover quite a couple, and June, August, I mean June, July we did one, August, or July again, okay, maybe we did more in July, and then October, then we stopped for a bit, then we got back on, and I think we really came a long way in terms of like the whole I feel that the Write Off React project was one of the more like I don't know if successful is like a better word, but I feel like Write Off React it really gave us more things to talk about instead of
Yeah.
like a question and then we work on it, like dissecting situationships. I feel is quite I guess it's an interesting
good.
niche that we may have found. Or am I the asshole? Yeah, so people who are curious, you guys can check out some of our pilot episode. One of our pilot episode. Our pilot episode, Chili, thanks to you, started during October 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, MIB Hassle is October 2022.
Yeah. Yeah, and moving down the road, we have the spicy edition pilot.
Yeah.
And we have an NSFW bonus episode, and yeah, we really did quite a bit. Yeah.
Oh wait, the pilot was July,
Oh,
and then
July?
it just continued
Okay,
October.
okay.
Yeah, just noticed.
Oh my god, I didn't know. Okay. Yeah, I want to see if we can. I think we cannot find the other songs, podcasters. Yeah. But we came a long way. We really came a long way. We had a lot of episodes throughout. Even Write Off React, when we did relationship advice, we also cover quite a bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, relationship advices. Then we took a break before we went on relationship advice.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, spicy episode, then stop there. We had bonus, and yeah, so actually, yeah, after that collab. Yeah.
been busy
Yeah.
over the holidays.
But I like how like maybe we're a bit more consistent, and I think my favorite thing is always when we get back on, right, it's as if we picked up where we left off, like
Yeah.
it feels very natural to be doing an episode together, like we didn't even script or plan. You see our DM is just fuck us tonight.
Yeah, we were
Okay.
just- okay.
I yeah, which is like I really like how like we really just threw ourselves out there, and granted we did pretty well. We did pretty well. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, without further ado, we can prepare for like the next episode.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
I
excited a bit.
yeah, I am really excited for this one because when I see this one, right,
Yeah.
talking about childhood nemesis, I think every one of us, right? Okay, never mind. I'll say it when I start recording.
Yeah. Well, I like how we are so spontaneous in our content creation.
Yeah. We are.
Yeah. So
We are.
anyway, I
Yes.
didn't thank you for it, but here it is.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
I thank you too because like I feel right off react wouldn't be right off react without you. I feel like
Yeah.
it's a very I don't know it's a really like we set off this like foundation where we have this kind of discussion and then we laugh off things. I kind of liked it, like yeah, I like the whole like
Yeah.
what we've been doing, and it's definitely my favorite collab so far. We get to laugh at people's miserable life in the comfort of
Alright.
our home. Oh shit! I shouldn't say. I'm sorry.
No, it's as the title would say, we can react of it literally without exactly being so scriptive about it.
Yeah.
We just literally find the topic a few hours before, few minutes before
Yeah.
we air it. So
Yeah. Yeah, like we only knew it like like what we are talking about right before, and we didn't even read. I like how like we never really like read through. We just see a title and okay, let's go. Okay, so we really get like our most natural reaction. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Anyway, ready then I start Okay Are you ready, Chili?
Yes,
Okay,
let's
3,
go.
2, 1. Okay, we are back from a break. So on the next episode of Right Off React, since we tried another style of opening, so I'm just gonna throw this question out to you guys and for Chili as well. So I'm sure, right? You have we all have people home, right? During our childhood that we met that we don't want to meet ever again in our life. Don't lie to me, okay? But I have people. Oh shit, a lot of them that like I have crossed path with during childhood. Not that I wish that they are dead, but I just don't want to cross path with them ever again. Or I don't want to recognize them. I don't want them to recognize me.
Yeah.
You have, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is like how this is related to the story that I'm going to be covering later. And let's go. Yes, totally understand that feeling. It's like a mash of awkwardness, embarrassment, cliche, cringe. Ugh, it just makes you feel like you ate this really weird stuff that you thought isn't expired, but it is, and you just couldn't. Okay, I just shouldn't go there. Okay, anyway, moving forward, I'll just start. Okay, my Tinder date turned out to be my childhood nemesis.
What are the odds?
Evil. Okay.
Small world.
Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. You see this? This one needs to be told. Definitely. I don't care what anyone says. Fate is real. I've never told anyone, but the first very person I ever hated was a girl from my childhood who stole my precious balloon. Oh my god, like the girl who stole my homework. Okay, I was 9 at the time and was an impatient for private reasons. The hospital was pretty far from home, so my parents couldn't see me often. But on one particular day, my mom left me with a balloon with a get well soon on it. I was fixated on it because it made me feel so close to my parents. Aww. So I would take it with me wherever I was taken. And then, that evening, curious me went out of my ward and ended up getting lost cause tons of people were all over the place. The balloon ended up sleeping away and I went after it. Only for this one girl around my age to grab it. Well, when I asked for my balloon back, she refused. Nabi, and ran off to her mom. I was a very reserved kid and was scared of confronting her, especially with her mom, so I let her take it anyway. It was really pretty sad because the balloon was special to me. But I eventually
Aw.
let it go, even though the grudge has always remained till today. Fucking balloon thief. I stab you before I sleep every night in my mind. Okay, now I matched with this girl on Tinder and things have been going pretty well. On our most recent date, we discussed our past regrets and all that, and then she tells me that time she stole a balloon at a hospital from a boy years ago, but I since regretted it. I am not forgiving you, balloon thief. I'm handing you to the cops after. Okay, she says she'll apologize to the boy given the chance. I was shocked, like legitimately shocked. At first, I wasn't sure, cause I thought my mind was playing tricks on me. So I led her on for more information, and then she revealed many more details that made me 100% sure she was that same balloon thief. I couldn't stop laughing out loud, and she's been trying to figure out why. I said I just find it really funny, but didn't tell her that boy is literally me. She explained that she really liked the balloon. Damn, you get your own balloon, B. And she told her mom. The boy gifted it to her. Oh my god, what an evil girl. She told her mom that the boy gifted it to her, and now it makes sense why the mom waved at me back then. Like, genuinely, I cannot believe the same person who stole my balloon years ago, my one truest antagonist, my villain origin story, that one balloon thief that made me want to be a vigilante to rescue all stolen balloons, has been staring at me right in the face. The worst part is, I don't know how to deal with this grudge now. Stupid balloon thief. It's just so funny to me that this is happening. I'm just waiting for the perfect chance to tell her and see that look on her face. Balloon thief. Thanks for reading, yo, but why does everyone think I want revenge? I just want to surprise her, that's all. I didn't tell her at the moment because I didn't think she'd believe me. I do have the details that only both of us could know, but I thought I needed something stronger. Like a picture of me at the time. I could see how it could come off as creepy, but I have this well planned. No creepiness at all. And some of your suggestions are so wild. I repeat, I do not want to hurt her. I just want the shock value for stealing my balloon.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it as well. Like, give this guy a break, right? Okay, before we went on with the updates, right? I think this is a really cute story. I don't think I ever, because I think that my nemesis was pure evil. She got a villain face, and then she had the villain hairstyle.
It sounds like a start to a rom-com.
Yeah. It felt like, right? I could imagine this little cute guy running around with the balloon, being all wholesome and all, and running across the like the corridors and all, and then the balloon just slipped, and this girl was just like, maybe this girl on her own, like, she wasn't well as well because hospital, right? And then she saw the balloon and and she really wanted, because it's get well soon, right? Who doesn't want to get well at the hospital?
Yeah.
I think after this story comes out, right, I think the hospital should start selling get well soon balloons.
I like how you passionately read everything.
Yeah, I really want to, like, when I read, right, I really want to, like, to be empathetic enough to absorb that emotions, even though I've never seen this person, even though we might be miles away, but to know that we both have a same goal: to crush our childhood nemesis, homework thief. Stupid girl. I'm gonna beat her up, yeah. I'm gonna go to the gym now. Okay. That aside. that aside, okay? That aside. Okay, I think it's a very cute one because I feel that this girl didn't really cause him a lot of distress. And to be honest, it doesn't felt like bullying as well. It just felt like a very cute children's squabble. And then this guy, right, also very cutely holding on to it. Like
Yeah.
she got this grudge, like balloon teeth, wherever you are, I will track you down. Yeah. And like it's just so cute he held on to this hatred. I think in the end it doesn't feel like hatred because even to me, right, like, you know, even though I'm saying it like that, from a guy who have a childhood nemesis, she's just somebody I just pull out every now and then and laugh off and hope that she chokes but doesn't die. Doesn't die, doesn't die. Hey, I'm not. Yeah, I just feel that she chokes but doesn't die. Maybe choke on a fishbowl and someone, you know, tries to, you know, get it out for her. That way, like, you know, that. What's that thing? What's that clam thing? You know, that thing that you have to hold that person and keep like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, but yeah, choke but doesn't die. So I still wish her well. Just certain days I wish for her day to not be as perfect as how it could have been.
Yeah,
But I
it's
wish her
like, you
well.
know, you don't exactly hate them, but
Yeah.
they're go-to person when you don't find the day pleasant at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, like that. Like, or when she drink bubble tea, one of the pearl will be too big and she can't drink, and she went and it make her feel super
Oh, gosh,
bloated. Okay, I'm so sorry. I should went there.
There is
Okay.
no milk tea harm on this. Milk tea drinker harm on this.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's really okay. I feel it's a cute resentment. I mean, in
Yeah.
back to his story, right? On a serious side, and I think the cute thing is, I mean, to add on cuteness, right? He matched with this girl and things has been going really well. And the funny thing is, he didn't even know until she shared his regret. And I feel that
Yeah.
like the fact that she regrets it, right? I don't know. I think at the moment when being the guy, you know, if the guy is sitting opposite, right, and then she regrets it, right? I think the guy would definitely melt at the point, like, oh, this little cute balloon teeth. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, it, it goes to show that, you know, they didn't exactly held grudge on each other,
Yeah.
like on that level of personal, like,
Yeah.
I would not because if they do, how come they did not recognize each other years past? Because you held that grudge, you would not actually forget the
Mm-mm.
name of the person, how they look like now, or whatever.
Mm.
Even though you're not exactly tapping on their
Mm.
Facebook page.
Yeah, but
or
I think,
anything
right,
like that.
in the defense of this theory, right, I feel like maybe
Mm.
Chow, right, because they were children back then, so he was 9. Okay, let's see
Yeah.
how old is he now. This person didn't say, so
Yeah.
maybe 10 years down the road they may have looked very different.
That is true. I
And
mean, it
also,
goes
like,
to show it's just the situation, right? Like,
yeah,
yeah, what they felt on that situation, that
yeah.
experience. They don't exactly see the other person
Mm.
on a detailed manner.
And what do you think about this story? I mean, aside from me sharing, right, did you have a nemesis, Shirley?
No, actually, I don't exactly.
You don't have a nemesis?
Yeah,
A
I don't
childhood
see it
nemesis?
that way. I mean,
Or
not childhood nemesis.
someone you want to
but-
crush?
Yeah, I am usually I address the thing
Oh man.
not right away, but in a timely manner as I can.
Oh my god.
If I can still do it. Remember
So-
that when we were talking about bullies,
Yeah,
bullying stuff.
yeah. So you're the
Yeah.
boring student council type. Yeah.
Yeah. So I usually
Yeah, yeah.
try to be civil about it,
Mm,
you know.
Mm.
Like um what do you call this? A diplomatic way, like one
Diplomatic.
or
Yeah,
two
yes, yes. It
times.
is. It is.
But if you still don't, if you're still not changed by that fact, I take action. So,
Understand.
so that.
Okay. And how do you feel about this story? Like, you reading it, you looking at it, like, how would you feel like if you met someone that you have once met very long ago? Maybe somebody
I
you
felt
didn't expect to meet again in this situation. Yeah.
I that happened to me, but it was like my best friend's ex-boyfriend in high school.
Oh. Oh
I
damn.
pretended not to know him, but he recognized me.
Oh damn.
I was like, "Oh my god, is
Yeah.
he looking at me? Who is this?" And then I recalled, and then I tried to play it cool. Like, I literally did not see him in the room, but he
Mm.
made himself known. My god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry if you would hear this podcast.
I think it's okay. It's okay. I think it's still pretty nice. Still pretty nice. And
Yeah, did.
I trust in Chile always to always do the right thing. Okay. Anyway, let's moving forward. Since there's nothing much to address, it's just actually like a moment, and time to update. Okay, Chile, let's go.
Let's go on the update.
Okay, let's go on the update.
Alright, so
Mm,
my Tinder date turned out to be my childhood nemesis update.
yes.
So, first, gosh, TikTok. Honestly, this update came sooner than I wanted since everything didn't go as planned. I'm gonna try explaining as much detail as I can so it's longish, but you can skip to the reaction if you want. So, original plan was to get a similar balloon as you suggested. Thing is, that balloon was slightly complicated. It was one of those heart-shaped ones and had multiple colored dots, so it was going to take a bit of time to find one. I also managed to find my old photos during that my time in hospital from my mom's album. Generally, I was going to stick the photo to my forehead, have the identical balloon with me, and wear something identical to those hospital gowns, call her over and let her get dumbfounded by what's going on, and then clutch onto my balloon for dear life and say this time she can't take my balloon, then have a figure it all out by herself. Okay, maybe not the gown thing because I can imagine it being really weird for her, for her perspective, but you get the point. To make
Yeah.
it reminiscent of that time
Yeah,
she
yeah, yeah.
stole my balloon.
Yes.
Reaction. Well, those plans ended when I got a call from her telling me I wouldn't believe a post she saw on TikTok from a Reddit post,
Oh no.
and then proceeded to explain my whole post to me.
Oh.
And at this point, my heart was racing. She asked if it was me, but I denied like my life depended on it. Ah, no, why did it? So cringe. Okay, like I didn't even know what Reddit was said and said she was trying to mess with me. Even after she told me to search it, I still said I didn't see it and used that moment to ask her to come over to prove it. And then later, she did show up and immediately had her phone to my face laughing and saying there was no way this wasn't me because of the timing and details. I still denied, and eventually, when we were sitting down listening to the post together, I said it, so it's crazy, and she asked me one last time to reaffirm to her that it wasn't me, and I told her no, it wasn't. The confusion
no.
she had was funny because I could tell she was trying to wrap her brain around this. And I was like, it's so crazy that these things happen. Then slowly started mentioning the accurate details, like along the lines of, it's so crazy that you meet the person who stole your heart-shaped spotted balloon as a kid on a busy hallway and then not tell her it was you and instead make a whole Reddit post because you planned to surprise her, but the post landed on TikTok and she caught wind of it and you're still denying whilst literally sitting next to her. And and
Aw.
midway between that, she was already gasping and she hit me with a cushion, telling me to shut up.
Yeah.
Oh wait, oh it's
Oh,
about
good save. Yeah.
I legit couldn't contain my laughter, and she was pacing up and down saying there was no way this happening. I said it was me and that it was about time she gave me my balloon back. I even went to fetch that album and showed her my pictures during my hospital stay, and she immediately started apologizing. Ah.
Aww.
Okay, I
Okay,
told
I
her
like that.
I
I
was
like that.
over it and the post was over exaggerated for clicks, but she said she still wanted to apologize anyway. And I also apologized not saying it then because I didn't think she would have believed me. And she said she definitely wouldn't have. We
Yeah.
talked a bit more and she promised to buy me a balloon.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have a field telling this to my children at 80 something. I don't know, the life expectancy here isn't that high. Oh, and that hate fucking suggestion crew. I pray for all of you. Find salvation. She read every single comment and y'all better apologize.
Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe I'll update when I get that balloon. Her mom would also like to see me soon. That will probably the last thing you'll get out of me. Thanks for being here, I guess. Oh, that is actually cute in the end.
Yeah,
But
I like how like the two episodes we do are really wholesome. Yeah.
yeah,
And
it's kind of sad that he didn't get to surprise her. I was rooting for
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. And like the internet really ruined it, like because
Yeah.
it went viral, right? I mean, I guess it could have been because at that point probably it was trending and people who read like things like MIDSO or relationship stuff would have chanced upon a story like this and it would have stood out because yeah, it stood out for us as well, right? Yeah. And oh my god. And I think it's really cute that like um he's going to tell this to his children
Yeah.
and I hope it will be their children. I hope, if it goes
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Imagine if they really like married after, and had
Yeah.
kids. That would be even better.
Yeah, I married my childhood nemesis. Okay. Okay, so anyway, that's the end of that update. They said the OP actually mentioned the possibility of another update, but feels more or less concluded. So I wouldn't hold my breath. That's the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the top comment is like, why do I have a feeling that the next time OP gives her a balloon is going to have a ring tied to the end of the string? Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be their thing now. If they, continued with their relationship. If they
Yeah.
are in a relationship, because technically it wasn't confirmed here.
Mm. And I think it's such a wholesome ending as well because even though like things went out of hand, like she was she was
Yeah.
just she was trying to make sense, like hey, why like this really private thing I shared to someone got out and like it became a thing for people to discuss and all. And but I think she also didn't approach it with a very negative or aggressive way. Like she just wants to make sure if it's him. It seemed like that.
True.
And I think after that both of them also didn't take it really hard, and I guess
Yeah.
like yeah, they still get to joke. And he really did eventually lay it out on her. So I think yeah, it's really nice. So the end of the day is always go to hospitals with balloons. You never know.
Oh wait.
Oh wait.
Oh my god, no.
What's your takeaway? What's your takeaway from this?
You know, I think never say never is actually included there. Although they didn't say that, but in a sense, you can't exactly close the door entirely to such things because like this one childhood nemesis, right? It was they came a long way,
Yeah, they came
and
a long
then
way.
even though you don't interact, if it's if you're meant to meet someone, you would meet them along the way
Yes, yes,
on the right time.
yes.
And I feel like it gave them closure a bit on that scenario. I know it's kind of silly because it's just a balloon, someone stole it, and
Yes.
you would never know that that experience would actually tie you up
Mm.
later in life, you
Tie you
know.
up. Now he can tie her
Yeah.
up. looks
So
like looks like our boy is gonna get his revenge. Okay, 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 okay.
yeah,
You can,
it's
yeah,
just
finish
such
it.
a nice story.
Mm.
So
It is. It is.
it is. That's my takeaway
Your
on
takeaway.
this. Yeah,
My
it's never
takeaway
too.
is you never know when you can get your revenge. Just wait. I think
Oh,
Tinder
you're.
should
It's like a
actually
long
sell the
game,
story.
huh?
Yeah, it's a long game, huh? And you think the guy think he knows it. It could be like the girl just put herself out there and
Yeah.
lead him on like the balloon. Okay, that aside, everything like everything unwholesome and dark aside, I think is quite a cute and like you said, rom com kind of thing. It really felt like it's something out of a rom com. Like those kind of kids when they squabble a lot together and then they end up being together with each other years down the road. Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of felt like that kind. And I think also the takeaway, if I really have to force one out of it, I mean not exactly force, but it's more towards like sometimes like a lot of things, like I mean he was nine, granted, and he also looked at the situation at face value. Likewise for the girl as well. To the girl, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna take this balloon and claim it as mine. But to the guy as well, it's like, oh, she stole my balloon. I mean, both are facts, but just that he she I mean
On
she
different
also,
side.
yeah,
Is it?
she wasn't
Mm.
very mature about it. Maybe she may have asked or could have asked, and on his side, he may have. I mean, yeah, he's very reserved and he never confront or never talked about it. So had he talked about it, it may end off better, or like they could have been childhood friends. Who knows, right? But yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's a lot on like how a narrative could have been so different on each side. And I think the fact that I find it really sweet that she told this guy, not knowing that he's the boy, right? Told this guy that she regretted, like it's a regret that she carries with him, like he carried a grudge, right? She
Yeah.
carries a regret with her all the way until now. And I think it's really sweet for her to share this moment with him, despite even had he been the guy at all. I think it's really sweet that she had that thought, and I think it made me feel like she's a really nice and wholesome person, not like me tracking that homework thief.
I feel like the moment the girl
Yeah.
gets it, even though the internet is a buzzkill about this,
Yeah, it is. It
she's
is.
sort
Yeah.
of excited to confirm it because finally, one, she's already shocked that
Yeah.
they match,
Yes.
and
Yes.
at
I
the
think that's
same
that thing as
time,
well.
she can't believe it because she found the boy.
We
you
can't
know,
believe it either.
it's a closer, like, you can say, oh, I can finally say, oh, I even told him that I regretted the situation, something like that. You'll never know.
Yeah.
Probably that idea just ran past her mind,
Yes. Correct.
and she can finally say her piece of sorry.
Yeah. Like both person also have their sort of closure in a way, in a cute way,
Yes.
and it also tells us like if you lost something, you never know when you're gonna find it back. It could be parts of yourself that you left with someone, or someone took without your permission,
Mm-mm.
and you find it back. Maybe not in not like a balloon, but in other people, or when we meet other people. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean in a more spiritual sense, I guess we do lose parts of us, or people might take parts of us away. Yeah, yeah. That's That's a real turn um, to the deep side, Penguin. But yeah, like yeah, I feel this is a wholesome journey that I'm actually glad that we picked this to read, because the two episodes that we picked, right, it really ended off in a good note, and you have like a feel good feeling, after the
Yeah.
episode, right?
So it's a happy feeling.
Yeah, it's a happy feeling. Yeah. So do you think we should keep it at two, or I think we can keep it at 2 episodes? What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's just close off this first, then we can discuss.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Okay, and we'll see you guys in the next one, if ever. But if not, then we'll update soon, likely the week after or so. Thank you guys for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Yes. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Wow. Okay. Cake. Wow, we did a good episode, eh? Chili.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
think
God.
this is the best episode, in our whole career. Because I think both are like happy stories, right? It's not like very intense, very dark, very selfish. No one is
Yeah.
hurting anyone. Exactly lah. No one is exactly hurting anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, they have like relatable challenges at the beginning, and they turned out to be great and reflective
Yeah.
in the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's, you can literally see the character development.
Yeah. Really, really. And I think I'm glad we had this. Oh, damn it. It's really hard to come by episodes like this also. I will keep a
Yeah.
lookout. Then if ever we have something like this again. I mean, usually just to share. I mean, since there are people here, we Julie and I we do really we do just go through, like skim through Reddit and see if any story really catches our eye, and then from there we shortlist. Actually, it's already shortlisted when we send to each other. Then we kind of pick which one really made us feel intrigued, I guess.
Yeah, like
Usually-
a preview, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
sometimes it's just in the title or the first few lines, but we don't actually read the whole thing.
Yeah. And I think it's also how we actually picked what post we want to go into, like less than 5 minutes before episode before streaming. Yeah. So I think it's quite interesting. Wow, there is a bit. No. Well, we have racism. Okay, I think we have a few that maybe we can cover next time, because I think the vibes is not
Yeah.
yeah.
There were interesting topics you sent me.
Yeah.
But it's much more uh like different type of experiences
Yeah.
compared to the two that we have discussed today.
Yeah, and I think like the two that we discussed is something that we don't really see often.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're hard to come by. It kind of shows how rare these kind of situations are with maturity awareness and learning growth happen. Yeah, I think a lot is on maturity as well, because like we feel these things could have taken the wrong way, and I think it could have been not as good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a few. I think actually I'm gonna maybe I'll send you another time
Okay.
because right. I think some of them might be a bit dark, and I want us to I want us to have this really like nice afterglow wholesomeness. Like these two
Yeah,
episodes is really cute, right? So
it
I
is.
don't want to spoil it. Yeah. And I hope you guys are doing well. I think it's also not very early in Asia. It's turning 1 and it's on a weekday here. Wow, we have one interesting one. Okay. Okay, it's bad. Wait, I don't know. Yeah, it's bad also, but we can discuss. Wow, we have a few very kick on.
What is?
When I show you tomorrow, maybe tomorrow or the day after lah. I see how. Then we can see when we can do our next recording.
Okay.
Yeah. But thanks again for hopping on board. I really appreciate it when you came on and we do this together because right, honestly, I don't stream game as much anymore. So something that I really get satisfaction out of like off it is like really like doing podcasts, discussing, really talking. And I feel it's different. No, it's different from like. I mean, back then it's also content creation at its core. Like we really like do get people together, but then this one is kind of like it's content that I feel I'm more passionate at creating. If it even makes sense, yeah. So anyway, I guess this was it lah. Chili, you have anything on after, or you gonna sleep?
No, I still have ongoing stuff to do.
Like for work and all lah.
Yeah. Admin work.
Okay.
So I usually sleep during the day, even though it's so hot during the day.
Yeah, it is definitely not easy. Yeah, definitely not easy.
Yeah, but they're okay. I'm glad I don't have that much activities today. I can do podcasts because there are some days that it's really hard to schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it
Yeah.
can be hard. It can be not easy lah.
Mm-mm.
All in all lah, it can be not easy. Yeah. But I'm glad. I'm always glad we did podcasts.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. Okay lah. Then I guess this is it lah.
Yeah, this is it.
Let's take a small break. And thanks for being here, whoever's you here.
Yeah,
I think a lot
thanks
at the
for
second story.
everyone
Yeah.
who hang out.
Games can be what? Wait, just see the reply. Pause you to scroll. Why cannot?
Games
I
can be fun.
But even if it's a story-based game, there are not many people who really have the time or vulnerability to want to discuss the themes. Yeah, I feel that games, right? Sometimes the themes are very abstract as well, and sometimes people just want the action, just want to play. So it might not be something I feel that people would actively like to dissect or discuss. I mean, the lore of the game, yes, but I think aside from that, nothing much in a weird sense. Yeah. But I think, however, like on the note of like the whole podcasting and all, right, I feel it encourages a lot more like conversations. I mean, if we are like just actively talking about it, sharing about it, I feel eventually, and I think sometimes we do bring out good discussion topics, or even like I'm sure we learn a thing or two just from reading the stories also, because to look at it from a third person's point of view is so different. Yeah,
It is.
it is. And especially like especially when we are just reading it from the comforts, our own comfort zone. Yeah, it just feels different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do prefer now. I mean, I know we discussed some gate lore stuff before in podcast, right?
Yeah.
But since we didn't get to exactly like make content continuously on that part, I think that turn I moved that part to while we're doing streaming because I still stream games.
Mm.
So I discuss it with chat, and of course the people who want to join the discussion throw their own version, or because it's interesting how they also show you how they understood the story
Yeah,
and then you
and what they
discuss it
think,
that
right?
way.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I didn't see it that way. The way I see it is like this, and it's quite interesting how you just go go around the discussion, and sometimes it makes it longer, sometimes it's not, but you still discuss, right? And of
Yeah. I
course,
think that's the
some
important
people
thing.
just listen
I think that's the
anyway.
important thing. Yeah.
Just listen anyway.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's the. Yeah, and I'm glad lah. We really do have this. Yes, discussion is a way to get to know people. Yeah, I feel so as well, because I think I feel that we do have a lot of value during discussions mostly. Yeah, rather than just just play game, for example, or whichever it is. Yeah. Anyway, let me just check the view and all. Then we can read someone. I don't think there's a lot of people, but I saw like the viewership fluctuating. 8 and 4, then 9 and 4. The other 9 people can stay. We rate someone and we. The other 9 people can stay. Wait and fuck off.
Yeah.
The other 9 people can stay. Wait and fuck off.
Yeah.
Wow, who should we raid? Wait and fuck off. Wow, who should we raid? Who should we raid? Who should we raid? Why you got echo? Why you got echo?
Hmm?
Got echo mah? Oh, I think just now, of course, the game client added my browser. Then my browser is on. Yeah, so we are. See anyone playing Star Rail? Star Rail. Hi, welcome Zara. Have you played and wrote for what's the character?
Jingyuan.
Jingyuan.
Oh, I will stream my polls later.
Later you're gonna be streaming. What time?
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
I said I would start 4, but I will just do Genshin first, so probably
Genshin?
around 6 or 7 we'll go to Star Rail.
Okay.
Very
Sounds
early,
good.
right?
Yeah. Very. It's super early. Super early.
Oh, thank you, XZ.
Good
Oh,
luck
I
getting
can't
Jingyan.
wait. I can't wait to get him. I've been waiting for how many weeks?
Not really.
I resisted getting Seal because of him.
Why?
Yeah, because he's my husband though. He needs to come home now.
He needs to lah. Okay, I don't know, like any Star Rail. Seeing Star Rail SG people. Raid and run. Raid and run road, okay?
Okay.
Hey, where's the Star Rail? Honkai. Well, not actually. What do you think is better to stream, Star Rail or Genshin?
What?
In
What
your
better to
own
stream?
opinion? Yeah, like which you feel is a better content to create.
I mean, as of this time, Star Rail is main, like on top of the game at the moment in terms of stream, but you don't exactly go around yet because it's new, it's expected, and overall you've been. I mean, Genshin is still has a lot of things to do. Yeah, but I feel like what I agree with Exy. Whatever you feel most like playing at that time, then your audience is not gonna be like.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't do anything about it if you stream it.
Who is?
Which
Wait.
which is
Why
better.
XZ say coffee? Reading coffee nice. XZ know this person. Eh, y'all don't leave fucker Who leave Wow, I hate it. Eh, y'all like ask you go gang fight all zao Who is coffee good streamer? Whichever lah. I just want to find someone read. Okay. Anyway, thanks for staying here. Actually, we can talk a bit after that. XZ, why don't you join us on VC lah? Okay. Yeah, we'll be on Discord. Okay.
Yeah.
For those losers wanna join us.
Yeah.
Okay. Zao already. Okay, let's go. Bye. What?
Bye.
I removed the. Wow, what a. Wait.
Oh my god, I know his what do you call this? I know his PNG. I saw this in
Huh?
I forgot the forgot the website.
What?
The PNG of the streamer you rated.
Oh, I couldn't hear what you say, but yeah. Ai.
Eggsy, is it Eggsy? Eggsy.
XZ is here. XZ, yeah, he's here. Then don't want to talk.
Hello? Yo. Sorry,
Hey, hello.
I just arrived in KL
Huh?
Huh?
a meeting.
Hey. What you think? Yeah, Robert say. Oh.
Oh,
Hey, why they all always want to read see those fucker leave dog